about. Dust on your face, sweat on your brow. Outlaw dirt, feel the rumble now. Engine growl, dust clouds rise. ODS the truth, no disguise. Often replicated, but we the mold. Trophies up, who's bold? You wanted the best, we got the best. Outlaw dirt, no time for rest. Often replicated, never replaced. ODS, the kings you chase. Mudslinging tracks, adrenaline floods. Tires bite harder than a pit bull studs. Throttle wide open, no fear in the chest. Rivals left choking in our dirt cake quest. No brakes, just stakes, trophies gleam. Outlaw dirt, every racer's dream. You wanted the best, we got the best. Outlaw dirt, no time for rest. Often replicated, never replaced. ODS, the kings you chase. Booster tails fly, every level war. Paint scrapes, paint, hear the engines roar. Knuckles white, grip tight, time to brawl. On the edge, one slip, lose it all. Gravel spin, crowds yelling loud. ODS, we lead the crowd. Yo, 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 tune in, don't miss ShaggyTV, hit 'em with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, ShaggyTV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, ShaggyTV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. Cue the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
We are live on ShaggyTV for the Outlaw Dirt Series 358 small block modifieds here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Sorry about the hiccups there in the beginning. You saw some weather on your screen. I don't know why those weather icons were on your screen. They were not on mine, hence why I was kind of panicking to get them off your screen here, but we got it fixed in time, and we're ready to go, dude. There are a lot of cars here tonight. 26 times on the board. There are two guys just, laying in the weeds. The big slow, Devin Hauer, and Bart himself, William Watson. But man, we got a... Dude, there are a lot of guys. Let's hop around a little bit. Let's load up some different schemes here. Because I really, I don't just badmouth myself to make fun of them. Well, I mean, I guess I do a little bit, but really was having those overlay issues. I didn't know what was going on. Luckily, though, here we got it fixed up in time, so I didn't clip over into other rooms like I normally would and, already preload those paints. So we're going to be doing that a little bit. Apparently we got Brett. Let's hop down here. Probably didn't. Nope. Oh, at the perfect time. Seth Krebs and Devin Coyle getting to know each other a little bit here before we get ready to go. They'll be having a driver's meeting here in 2 minutes at a quarter after. So we'll see most of the guys probably settle down and pull off for that. And then, so we're going to do things a little different. If you've watched before, you've seen the racetrack is carried over all night. That's not going to happen anymore. They're going to, I believe it was at 20% when they joined into the room here. And after warm-ups, it will refresh to said 20% for qualifying. And then after qualifying, the racetrack will carry over for the night. Should have a pretty racy track, man. Like I say, 28 guys in the session. And, man, that should prove to put on some pretty good racing. Let's see. I'm going to go up here and I'll bug Tyler. Hey, Tyler, we're live. I got a question for you, though, man. We got a nice size field, dude. 28 guys. How many are we going to take to the feature?
18 will advance into tonight's A main.
Oh, there you go. All right. Thanks, Tyler. Good luck, man. Make sure they behave.
Yes, sir.
So you heard it from the man himself, man. We're going to send 10 guys home. So you best be on your, best qualifying behavior here. Well, now, I said 10. I lied to you. It's going to be 11 guys because Dylan Coyle. Or it might be Dylan, but I want to go with, when they hit me with that D-Y-L-O-N, we're going to go with Dylan. Until I hear different or somebody writes in this chat and, tells me different, but that's 29 guys now. And I mentioned that quarter after time. I imagine probably getting ready for this driver's meeting. There are not many guys out there. Some maybe rolling, slow enough that they can hear what's being said. Because right now you're watching Robert Callies. He's listed on your leaderboard as the 9. We'll see him roll around, though, in the 111 machine. But here, you don't believe me, see it for yourself. Let's make sure to... I was watching... Okay. Yeah, see, shame on me. I was watching a couple of these guys. Did a practice race for the dirt car event. And sometimes, if I'm on iRacing too long, let my computer just hang out. My trading paints will... It says it's running in the bottom of the screen. I don't know if anybody else has that. But then when I click on it, it's not even like a full window. It's just a little top bar, like it's kind of timed itself out. And there you go. You see, gonna auto change, load up some of these paint jobs. So some drivers may change, some may stay the same if my, computer had already seen them in that paint job. Now what that means is I get to do that, hike around that I did earlier. Let's go ahead, because all of them will want to re-jump up here. I got to click. Sorry. Turn that trading paints off. My full screen here. Let's see William Watson. Oh, yeah, that's the right paint there for the FTM driver. Once again, he's going to be listed 29. You'll see the 23, and you'll hear me call him Bart a lot. Where's the bully of the bayou at? What room's he in? He's just pulling out. Chris Thibodeau, a.k.a. Scooter, a.k.a. the bully of the bayou. I mean, one of the coolest paints. I kind of highlight it every week. I love the half gold, half purple. The Louisiana man, you got to think. Oh, and that's right. He coined himself the Bayou Bullet, but, and that's fine. But I like when he bullies himself, through the field. I'm trying to encourage some physicality here out of Chris Thibodeau. And, not going to be easy to get out of that guy. He's always pretty patient. But, man, this season, patience may kind of be the man's downfall. It seems like everywhere he goes, there's a wreck in front of him. Maybe the patience has put him in a spot where he doesn't want to be, and that's tough. You never want to blame cautiousness, but if he could just get himself a little further up the front, maybe do a good job qualifying tonight, that could be something that really helps out Chris Thibodeau here. Let's see, what's Meitzner doing? Getting ready to pull out here. He's always a favorite. Anytime Zach's out on the racetrack, seeing him in the 17, he'll be on your leaderboards in the number 25 tonight. Currently P20 on the timing chart. Now let's see who is behind him. Is that Stephen Rayfield? Yes, it is. So there we go. Some guys matching to the number here. Gonna make it easy on me. Because I guarantee you I'm going to be like, 17 of Meitzner, and I'm going to click on this 17. Miller Kangas, but right now he's inside of another car, I believe, so we're not even going to get a really good view of that paint job. Adam Scott out here in the 23 machine, roping it around, and we got a minute before we get set to go qualifying, so let's just kind of stationary it up here. I'm gonna crack open a cold one, mute up here my cold one, and I'm telling you, I'm cool about my habits. I'm not a drinker. It's like every time I say a cold one, you can guarantee yourself it's a Pepsi product. Now whether it's Mountain Dew, Pepsi, that's kind of, that'll be up for debate, but it's a Pepsi product 11 out of 10 times. So, getting ready to roll. 30 seconds here. Stick around on Shaggy TV. Oh, boy, I had a heart attack. I thought you guys heard me cracking down that soda. Muted the microphone, not the actual stream equipment. Normally, I'm muted over there on that side, and I know I'm good. A wee bit of a heart attack there. Let's see who's going to win the rights, though, for the opening lap of qualifying. You guys should know by now. First guy I see moving on the intervals here gets the Hunter McDougal, first one in the car, but is he the first one moving? Some guys sit in there and think about what's going on. It is going to be Hunter, but barely. See, Ian Elrod almost got behind him, but it is Hunter McDougal. Let's see what the popsicle stick has. His lap number one's underway. Little short slider line there through 1 and 2. You just go up and grab in the middle of the racetrack, and he's going to do the same thing through 3 and 4. Hunter McDougal, lap 1 in the books. What's it going to be? A 12.54 for the popsicle stick is Dalton Tournier. He bests him on lap number 1, the 20 machine, a.k.a. the 15. Can he improve final time? Not going to do it. Okay, they're getting 3 laps here. They're getting 3 laps. That's going to make a little sense here. It's Tournier. Let's stay for this final lap, and now he's going to give up on it there. He's going to give up on it. Kind of bungled that one, but this man didn't. Raiden Eversole here, lap number 1. He came out and got quick time. Now, we won't see a lot of guys do this, okay? This is kind of, some guys will go out there, run 1 hard lap. Oh, sorry, I was trying to think of a good way to explain this. And then they'll reset the car so that way the tires cool back down. They don't get them all hot. They can go out there, but it's tough because then you're not going to get the 3 laps. You're only going to get, the 2, but it's whether or not, you think you can build up enough steam on that outlap, which clearly thinking he can do here is Johnny Tucker. He's the new man at the top of the charts. Brett Gruby. Oh, man. 12.42. Where'd Gruby come from in the double 9? That's another good lap. Couple guys, though, not taking advantage of all of them as we're seeing. We got Dylan Coyle. He just came home P19. Dean Reynolds, lap number 1. He's 18th out of the 27 drivers to put the time in. It's knocked back to P20 now because the Brewer puts himself in P8. The Brewmaster gets up inside the top 10. Zach Meitzner, I told you, one of the favorites here. He goes out P3. That's a nice one there, man. That is a really good one. Adam Scott rolls it in P15, and he should be according. Now, there are some guys, they wanted to hop back in the car. They have another lap. I don't know if we'll see that. Raiden Eversole is one of the guys who could do it. He's currently P4, so if I was him, I personally probably would hop back in and do it. It's telling me Mike Brewer may be able to get one more here. He's sitting there. I just noticed Ben and Justin wrote in that YouTube thing. What's going on, fellas? Sorry, I got somebody. I don't know. I've been. Somebody told me, throw this on Twitch. Sorry, that's why I was kind of spacing out. Guessing it's like a spam guy comment in there on the Twitch side. Is a pretty weird message there, but sorry. That kind of is what drew my attention there. But Johnny Tucker in the 19. Ben Groovy, Zach Meitzner, your top 3 here in qualifying. It should be. Let's double check here. I'm going to bring it up this way. The rules. Yeah, okay, so I was going to say it should be top 2, straight to the feature, and we're taking 18, so we'll be able to do a little bit of math, I think. Should be 3 heat races here, a 10, and a 9, I think. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the starting grid. For heat race number 1, row 5 to the outside, the 14 of Wayne Hommel to the inside, the 21 of Blackjack Jackson Johnstone. Row 4 to the outside, the 26 of Devin Coyle to the inside, the 09 of the Teddy Bear, Ted York. Row 3 to the outside, double B, the 727 of Bernie Bernhardt to the inside, the 316 of the Big Slow, Devin Hauer. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 007 of the Sam Akonda, Sam Bachman to the inside, the 1-5 of Dalton Tournier. Row 1 for heat race number 1 here in your Sportsman Modified Outlaw Dirt Series. To the outside, the 00 of Raiden Eversole, and starting on the pole, the 19 of Johnny Tucker. Man, I haven't had I wonder if I closed down the overlay too early. I haven't had a restack problem like that in a while. Been timing it pretty good here. Good, reset yours, then we'll reset mine. My logo may not want to come back. Whatever. We'll live. As we roll down the backstretch here for the final time, drivers set to go play at the Lima Land Motorsports Park as the pace truck set to pull off. The green flag is a high. It's time to watch the dirt fly. Heat race number 1 is underway. Side-by-side battle for second here, Tournier and Eversole. Dalton working it. No, excuse me. Why? Where did Johnny Tucker go? Blinked out. Is Johnny going to come back? Uh-oh. That's your leader there who blinked out. No idea what happened there for the pole sitter. Political name is Mr. September. There we go, Miller. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot here as we rip and roll across the across the start finish line. 5 laps to go as the battle heating up for the lead. The 00 of Raiden Eversole working the bottom here. Maybe got to get those elbows out, widen this car up here. 4 laps to go. Here comes the big slow. Devin Hauer, where'd he show up? Oh boy, beating and banging, goes over the tires. Dalton not leaving him a lot of room in that 20 machine, almost encouraging the contact, but somehow Devin keeps it down there, hunkered down. 2 to play at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Remember, top 2 to the show here is the 316. Drives over the Dirtles one more time. Boy, oh boy. He may not have a left front left. He may not have a right and left rear left. He gets shoved, beaten out of the way. Dalton Tournier using the right front here, and Robbie Eversole rolls through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's got this thing locked up. He wins heat race number 1 as Dalton Tournier, P2. Bernhardt, Johnstone, Bachman, Coyle, Hommel, York, Hauer, and Tucker to the B main. I can tell you, man, I wish, I wish these guys, we stayed in the same session. We could watch the guys get out of the car and, well, in this case, possibly curse each other out after that heat race. I'm sure tempers at an all-time high there for the 316 as we take a look at the starting grid for heat race number 2 to the top shelf. The Bayou Bullet in the 44, Scooter Chris Thibodeau to the inside, the 24 of Seth Krebs. Row 4 to the outside, the 81 of Dylan Coyle. To the inside, the 29 of Bart William Watson. Row 3 to the outside, the 20 of Ian Elrod. To the inside, the popsicle stick of Hunter McDougal. Row 2 to the outside, the 4 of my homie Scott Raomi. To the inside, the 51 of Stephen Rayfield. Row 1 for heat race number 2 here with your Outlaw Dirt Series Sportsman Modifieds. To the top shelf, the 10 of Drake Perry, and starting on the pole, the 99 of Brett Ruby. Here we go, down the backstretch for the final time, and pace truck pulls off, the green is high, it's time to watch the dirt fly. Heat race number 2 is underway. Oh, contact there in the back. I couldn't tell who got sent to the infield right away. Someone did. Boy, oh boy. There we go. We do now get a caution flag. And we've got to, okay, we're not going to assume it's Ian Elrod. We know it's Ian Elrod. There he is in the infield. We'll do that opening lap now. SDK after this update, man, their leaderboard, well, you guys see it bouncing around. That's the same thing I see too, so it's tough. And there Ian, he gets a shot, 2 shots in the back. Sent down to the infield here, and I may have just rejoined up there and, said, hey, clear my black. Ian decided to play it nice, do a little bit of a burnout there, and come to a stop here is caution flag number 1. All right, are we getting the 1 to green here with the lights? See, I'm going to park us here just in case. Oh, yeah, lights are still on. We're going to go around again. They want me to work tonight. They way far behind that pace truck, and I can't see nothing. It looked like the lights clicked off there. So maybe going to go back green this time by. Remember, top 2 to the A main here, heat race number 2. So Drake Perry doesn't want to get too aggressive, but at the same time, you never want to be on the bubble here. We roll through 3 and 4. The green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. We're back underway. Heat race number 2. Oh, beating and banging there for P2. Rayfield trying to use that right front. Now my homie, Scott Raomi, rifles around the outside. The 4 Oh, looking to shake, rattle, and roll. Scott Rayome with a big boy move. As, man, we may get another caution flag here at the popsicle stick. Is he able to get it straight? He does. No caution flag waves. Battle for the lead. Drake Perry trying to work that 21 machine on the inside. Brett Gruby trying to tippy-toe on the outside. Got the tap dancing shoes on. And, man, Scott says, keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Battle hard. I'm reeling you both in. Scott Rayome coming to play using the front end. Oh, boy, Scott. Man, oh, man, drove in there a little deep, and Brett Gruby. What a save, almost pays for it in that 29 machine. As we roll off at 2 into 3, we're about to have 2 laps to play here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. William Watson rifling around in that 23 machine. There he goes, flirting for 4th. What can he do as they're beating in front as the white flag waves? Drake Perry's going to have this thing locked up, barring a big mistake. But, man, Brett, he's got a roll there in P2. Scott going to dive it in one more time as we roll off of 4 checkered flag waves. Drake Perry and Brett Gruby to the A main. Rayome, Rayfield, Watson, Krebs, Thibodeau, Coyle, Elrod, and McDougal to the B. Alrighty, let's get, I'm not going to close it early this time. That way I don't have to refresh. There we go. Let's take a look. 3rd and final heat race. Wow, so they did sneak 30 guys in there. When did that 30th guy sneak in there? It had to have been Bo Krebs if he didn't qualify. He must have just snuck in. All right, there we go. So never mind, 3 with 10. Perfect. Row 5 to the top shelf, the 168 of Bo Krebs to the inside, the deuce of Justin Sick. Row 4 to the outside, the double popsicle sticks of Robbie Eversole to the inside, the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Row 3 to the outside, the 9 of Robert Callies to the inside, the 23 of Adam Scott. Row 2 to the top shelf, Mr. September in the 17. Miller Kangas to the inside, the 39 of the Brewmaster, Mike Brewer. Row 1 for your 3rd and final heat race here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park to the outside, the 8 of Scotty Coleman starting on the pole. The 25, a.k.a. the 17 of Zachary Meitzner. Justin Sick not making the call here, so no deuce. Justin going to have to go through the B main if he plans the race tonight. And what with the green flag high, look at the dirt fly. Heat race number 3 is underway. Oh, beating and banging there for P4. Dino had a good view of that thing. I believe that was Adam Scott trying to wrestle it down on the inside. It was. Now there's contact once again in front. Mr. September runs Callies a little high. Now Robert in that 111 machine going to lose 1, 2, maybe 3 spots here as he gets shoved to the outside. 3 wide. Watch out as he almost comes down across the nose. Still continuing to use that right front here. We are beating the heck out of each other. Dino trying to go to the outside the long way around. But just so much grip on the bottom that Dino just can't get it to work. Meanwhile, the Brewmaster trying to find the recipe here. Can he get himself up into P2? Remember, top 2 to the A main. Mike Brewer just got to add a little yeast, baby. Let the bread rise here. What's he going to do? Floats down on the bottom. And, man, you see, he just grabs the throttle a little too hard. And Scotty with a tear off of 4, and now 2 this time. Well, 2.5 to go. Excuse me, 2 laps as we now roll off of turn 4. And Mike Brewer is just wondering, what do I got to do? Right now he needs those guys to battle a little harder in front of him. Because right now he's just got to go where they ain't. And where they ain't, there ain't enough grip down there right now as the white flag waves. 1 more lap to play. Here's Zachary Meitzner. Oh, a little bit of a hiccup opens up the door. We're battling for the lead. Final time off of 4. Give it to Meitzner. Combe to the 8 main. Brewer, Mr. September, Callies, Krebs, Reynolds, Eversole, Scott, and Sick to the B main. Okay, so we should be taking 12 from these B mains now. There'll be 2 B mains, so 6. 6 apiece. Top 6 from each race here. Gonna go to the A main, so let's take a look. The starting grid for B main numero uno. I hate this new grid. SDK also changed their coding. For some reason, my 5 grids doesn't work, but it is perfect in this scenario because we've got 6 rows and they're all there. Row 6 to the outside, the popsicle stick of Hunter McDougal to the inside, the 23 of Adam Scott. Row 5 to the outside, the 316 of the big slow Devin Howard to the inside, the 81 of Dylan Coyle. Row 4 to the outside, the 79 of Dean Reynolds to the inside, the 14 of Wayne Hommel. Row 3 to the outside, the 24 of Seth Krebs to the inside, the 9 of Robert Callies. Row 2 to the outside, the 007 of the Samaconda Sam Bachman to the inside, the 51 of Stephen Rayfield. And row 1 for your first of 2 B mains here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. To the top shelf, the 39 of Mike Brewer, and starting on the pole, the 727 of B squared, Bernie Bernhardt. We roll through 3 and 4 for the final time. The green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. B main 1 is underway. Oh boy, caution flag gonna come out here early. Wayne Hommel and Dylan Coyle. Well, that's not how you want to start this thing. Wayne Hommel, down 5 spots from where he started, was already, on the outside of a transfer, just kind of sniffing. Let's see what happened here. So, kind of lost the rear end a little bit on that start. Probably didn't like that guy taking a peek underneath him, and well, not much he could do there either with the 316 of Devin Howard kind of coming down. Devin doesn't know they're 3 wide, and you hate to blame you hate to blame Dylan here, but I think any racetrack around the country, I don't really know many where you can pass low, before you get to the start-finish line and get a 3 wide at the line. Definitely risky, and, sometimes it's going to go against you, but I think the admins, might have saw what I saw too here. Let's see, because I don't think, you can't really blame Devin for that. I mean, you can. I could see it being done, but not in a circumstance like that. You don't really expect to be 3 wide there that early. I think they're still looking over this thing. Yeah, lights are still on the pace truck. Oh, probably. Oh, there they go. They clipped them off, and yeah, looking like that's gonna, let the chips play how they landed there. Probably the right call. Like I say, it could have maybe seen it and given, the big slow little slap on the wrist, but not needed. As the green flag's high, we're ready to watch some dirt fly. B main 1 is back underway. Oh, 3 wide, almost 4 wide right away here through 1 and 2. Dino trying to capitalize as well. The vacuum cleaner sucking it up from behind. So there we go. The yellow banner went away. I was worried we were back under caution and I missed something here. Mike Brewer, P2, Bernie Bernhardt leading the way, but we're beating and banging 3 wide. Dino now wedged up in the middle. The popsicle stick riding him up the racetrack, but look at that. Devin Howard says, "Move over, Sally, I'm coming through." Devin Howard up into a transfer. Now back out of a transfer. That's him and Dean battling for those transfers here. Remember, top 6 to the A main. This is a set of teammates battling side by side, and I think at some point, somebody's got to suck it up and you got to say, hey, we got to work on the next one together, brother. And I think that may have been what Dino did right then and there, as he's the man on the outside looking in. Hunter McDougal back underneath, trying to widen this racetrack out a little bit here. But those those tires on the inside, not gonna let him wind it out. You can only go so low. 4 laps to go this time by for your leader, Bernie Bernhardt, who's holding that half a car length gap to Mike Brewer. Mike probably playing pretty smart here, knows he doesn't need to get much more. He's in the show. Until that to Stephen Rayfield, who's throwing it in on the bottom. Battle for P2. And here comes Devin Hauer. He wants another bite. Trying to move Robert Catley's back into that bubble position here with 2 laps to go at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. A little contact. Robert trying to roll the 316 down low. Devin says, no way, sir. I want some racetrack too. Dino gonna widen it up as well. Robert on the outside looking in here. Hunter McDougal sends it in. He gets into the back of the 79. Oh boy, this is for the final transfer. Oh. Lot to break down there. Lot to break down, and we got a break here, so maybe I am the man for the job. I can't remember if I'm supposed to interview heat race winners or not, but if I am supposed to interview heat race winners, we're going to wait a second. We're going to wait just a second. We got a little bit to break down. A lot of nasty stuff happened there on that final lap. Oh, wait, no, that's right. We have one more B main to go. We'll have to go back to that later. We can go back to that later, but I got to go back live here. I forgot. Okay, well, hopefully these guys put the gloves back on here. Row 6 for B main number 2 to the outside. The deuce of Justin Sick to the inside, the 19 of Johnny Tucker. Row 5 to the outside, the 20 of Ian Elrod to the inside, the popsicle sticks of Robbie Eversole. Row 4 to the outside, the teddy bear, Ted York to the inside, the Bayou Bullet, the 44 of Scooter Chris Thibodeau. Row 3 to the outside, the 168 of Bo Krebs. To the inside, the 26 of Devin Coyle. Row 2 to the outside, the 29 of William Watson. To the inside, Mr. September in the 17, Miller Kangas. Row 1 for your second and final B-main top 6 of the show. To the outside, the 21 of Jackson Johnstone. And starting on the pole, the 4 of Scott Rayone. No Justin Sick once again as the green flag is high. We're going to watch some dirt fly. Your B-main number 2 is underway. Oh, in the outside wall right away. Ted York loops it around. Couldn't tell if he got help from behind or if he just drove it in a little too deep. But the teddy bear, couldn't tell, if he gave the wall a squeeze or, if the wall maybe wanted to feel the stuffing in the teddy bear here is... Oh, he gets some help. He gets a lot of help there from Ian Elrod, who it looked like he tried to make that pass a little early even here. On the restart, you can see him right on the nose. He looks high. And then, yeah, I don't think I got to say anything there. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering here how, yeah, I was going to say, if I'm Ted York, I almost wrecked that guy under caution if they don't put him behind me with a penalty, but there they redid that. Say, I don't think it, I wouldn't have thought it would have took that long there. But, you maybe own up to that one. That one was pretty rough. Sometimes you got to make the admins work a little bit, and that's probably what we saw there. As the pace truck set to pull off, the green flag is high. We are gonna watch some dirt fly as my homie drops the hammer. We're back underway. Oh, William Watson maybe had the crystal ball out. He goes high and wide after those guys keep continuing to just beat the heck out of each other. Not a lot of respect given in these B mains, and right now top 6 in the show. Mr. September sitting on the bubble there in that black and orange hot rod. Miller trying to get off the bubble here, needs to get one more in order to do so. That's Robbie Eversole in that 11 machine, but man, it is a hornet's nest behind. They continue to go to war 3 wide, the 20 trying to cut down the racetrack. I don't know if this is going to work. Slides up the racetrack. Almost got into him. It's almost like I saw that coming. 68 going to go in there and park it. That's Bo Krebs. Now Bo gets run up the hill there. Ian Elrod not making any friends. And you're going to see that right there. Gets spun around. Caution flag's going to wave. It's almost like, you know, I was a pissed off 20-year-old once. Driving around in these things, and, you know, sometimes I got the crystal ball out. Knew it was going to happen here, and we'll watch this all full speed. So, you know, this has been going on for a while. So the 68 maybe feels like he was chopped there, which not necessarily the case. The 20 does send it in deep there, and 68 gonna cross him, throw the slide job, and then they're not so happy about that, and he says, okay, you got me twice. You're not gonna do it twice. Now, like I say, the first one, I'm not gonna blame Elrod for that. That's, you know, that's a race, and I feel like he had him cleared, but yeah, that last one runs him up the racetrack, and that's going to happen. And I think Bo, you know, maybe had enough racing for the night. Decided to pull that car off as the green flag set the wave. We'll see if they can behave here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. 3 wide for the lead. William Watson, where did he come from? The 23 shot out of a cannon on that restart, and here comes the bullet. On the outside, Chris Thibodeau scooting his way around these guys. 3 wide back behind Coyle, Eversole, Kangas. Kangas going to pay for it here. Goes around, and now Ian Elrod. He goes around too, but toes it. He's the caution flag there. He says, you know, I think I've had enough. I think I've had my fill for the night. And Ian gonna tow this thing and just kind of minding his own business, I think. Contact. Ted York gets into Mr. September in the left rear, and it wasn't a lot, but it was all it took. Comes down the racetrack then, and nowhere for Elrod to go. Tough break. I think the lights are on. They look to be blinking. Yeah, they are. You guys can probably see that better than me, man. My eyes suck. If you guys ever meet me in person, my left frame on my my left lens on my glasses is so thick. If I'm not wearing glasses, I basically have a lazy eye. It's a pain. I don't always see the best in it. That's why you ever see me with my long hair. If my hair hangs in front of my left eye, I truly don't even really notice. As the green flag is high, it's set to fly. We're back underway. 2 laps to play. Top 6 to the show. Let's watch that battle for the final transfer. It's between Eversole and Coyle. Coyle trying to tight walk the bottom. Here's the white flag waves. Can the 81 wedge his way through there? Rubbins racing down the backstretch. For the final time, Eversole up high. He gets run up the racetrack. And Coyle going to get the final transfer. Rayome, Johnstone, Watson, Thibodeau, Tucker, and Coyle to the A main. I'll tell you, it got choppy. we will see how, how it goes here. And I'm almost certain I'm supposed to interview heat race winners here. So let's try to refresh our memory of the heat race winners. We had Raiden won Heat 1. Drake Perry, Heat 2. Who won Heat 4? So Perry, Meitzner, and god dang it was Heat 1. Eversold, that's right. Alright. They're up here. They knew who they were. They remembered winning. That's good. Very, very good. Let's go ahead. Pull up the man starting P1 here. Raiden. Well, they're pretty good, brother. Obviously racetrack, you're out there right now or getting ready to go out. How much has it changed from the heat race, and what did you learn that'll carry over?
Well, all I know is I'm just the best. We're just sitting out here. We're just gonna go out here and try to win. KRE, we're going for the win tonight. My sister Robert Eversole, I don't know what he's doing. He just sucks. But we're just going out here just to get a win tonight and show these KRE folks that we're here to win. And that's really, and Zach, proud of him. He won one, and everybody else we're just. Good luck to everybody else because they're not going to win anyways. So good luck to you guys.
Well, hey, I heard you mention your sister there, Robbie. Are you guys actually related there? I've called plenty of races for Robbie.
Oh yeah, we're related. I'm just a better brother. But
there you go.
We're just going here, and we're just going to show him that he's not as good as he thinks he is.
Well, hey, go out there and give him hell, brother. We'll be rooting for you.
All right, yep. Thank you so much, brother.
Well, that's one of the better ones we've had in a while. That's a good one. Now, who won heat race number 2? Was it Perry or Meitzner? It was Perry. It was Perry. We knew that. Let's go ahead and pull up the Mr. Perry here. Drake. Well, that last interview was I'm still trying to recover from it here, brother. But man, how confident do we feel in the car? Starting outside of the front row. I mean, I know you got the talent, but is the racetrack there? You know what I mean by that? Yeah. Are you going to need to get the good jump here, or do you think you'll be able to pass?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah, I do.
We're about to let him hang for 40 laps on the cushion.
Yeah, that's kind of... I was worried about that.
Yeah, it's... Man, I just want to thank my dad, all my family. Shout out my TikTok, U.Perry21, or live with my point of view of this race. Yeah, man, this track, until it slicks down, it's so one lane. And I was testing there in practice. I feel like this top's going to be too far gone with how slick it got. I don't know.
Well, hey, that's... that almost means, from what I'm hearing from you, you got to almost live or die by this slider tonight. Do you kind of expect it? People taking home run swings?
Yeah, I've raced here enough that I know there's going to be nukes thrown on me. And if we just believe in what we know and let him hang on the cushion, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, we know you got the talent in that thing, man. Just keep it clean and make sure you're there with 5 to go. Give him hell, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Shaggy.
Drake Perry, he'll be rolling off P2, and then we bring up, I guess, the Zach, who got all the damn talent, because if I was racing, I sure as hell wouldn't have won that heat race. But Mr. Meitzner, inside row 2. Now, normally, if we're being honest with each other, okay, maybe a good starting spot, but man, are you worried here with the track looking so top dominant? Are you panicking? Do we have to fight to get to the outside?
No, I think I'll be okay. I've had a lot of races here at Limeland, so I'm able to get up top pretty quickly from starting on the inside row, if need be. But I also feel like this track is going to go back to the middle and low at some point. So we'll just have to ride it out and see what happens and just fall in line for maybe 30 laps and see what happens.
Now, the just like you said there, fall in line. Is that kind of the strategy here? Maybe let those two up front go to war a little bit, beat their shit up, and just kind of, lay in the weeds and sucker them out at the end?
It might be. We'll see. If I'm feeling faster than them, I can get around them, I'll get around them. But if I have to, bide my time and wait a little bit, just kind of chill out, I'll do that. We'll see how we're going about 5-10 laps in, and then we'll make our decision as soon as we can.
Well, hey, man, like you say, inside of row 2, good starting spot. Give him hell here, Zach.
Sounds good, Zach. You have a good one.
Zachary Meitzner here going to line up on the inside of row 2, and with that, I think, the drivers will, I don't know if they'll roll over just yet, but I'll prepare here. I think they do get ready to roll, so let's go with the longer one here is, we'll hang out, sit tight, we get ready to go play here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park for your Sportsman Modified Tour Series here. And once again, I guess I didn't even tell you guys that because I was scrambling for the overlay. I'm sorry I don't have the rolling one. Some of the other graphics there for the starts. I started this broadcast up under the Coast to Coast Racing League, so screw me. But hey, look at that. They advanced. Let's get ready to go play. Oh, whoops. We got to restart that. There we go. Laps to go play at the Lima Land Motorsports Park, and we've got 18 of the best ready to kick it off here for the Outlaw Dirt Series Sportsman Modifieds. Take a look at that starting lineup. Row 9 to the outside, the 26 of Devin Coyle to the inside, the 9 of Robert Callies. Row 8 to the outside, the 19 of Johnny Tucker. To the inside, the 316 of the Big Slow, Devin Hauer. Row 7 to the outside, the Bayou Bullet in the 44, Chris Thibodeau. To the inside, the 007 of Sam Bachman. Row 6 to the outside, the 29 of Bart William Watson. To the inside, the 51 of Stephen Rayfield. Row 5 to the outside, the 21 of Jackson Johnstone. To the inside, the 39 of Mike Brewer. Row 4 to the top shelf in the 4, my homie Scott Rayomi. To the inside, the 27 of Bernie Bernhardt. I forgot to pause Discord. I hate you, Discord. Row 3 to the outside, the 8 of Scott Holm. To the inside, the 99 of Brett Gruby. Row 2 to the outside, the 15 of Dalton Tournier. To the inside, the 25 of Zach Meitzner. And row 1 for your 40-lap A-main here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. To the outside, the 10 of Drake Perry. And starting on the pole, the 00 of Raiden Eversole as the green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. 40 laps to go play. Your A-main's underway. Oh, Drake Perry got a big old run off of 2, but couldn't go anywhere. Had a car underneath and a car in front stuck there in the middle. And they're almost 3 wide for 3rd. Here we go, Dalton Tournier. Oh, boy, he's on the outside, 3 wide. And look at Brett Gruby, excuse me. The 29 machine listed on your leaderboard is a 99. Working the bottom, showing there's still a little life down there. Brett working the inside here as low as you can go. Here's the inches ahead. Almost grabs 3rd at the line. Look at a little cut down line here. Look at Dalton Tournier. Oh, anything you can do, I can do better. Contact from behind. Scott Rayom now gets set up in the wall. We're beating, we're banging. The 4-11 to play. Oh, boy. Caution, flag waves, and that was an admin caution. We didn't get help there from SDK. We're going to have to branch back, and I imagine the admin's going to have the same lifespan here. And let's see. We know that's not the 17 because we've been through this. Was that Meitzner? It was. Man, tough break there for Meitzner. Ooh, let's get up top. It looks like he gets muscled up the racetrack there. Wasn't too much Get a good view here. Yeah, just, that's a place where it's tough when you start up front, when your mates and they're there. You want to stay aggressive, but, when you get shoveled out there, if you just lift the race another day, you don't, get bounced into this, and then we're kind of running out of room here, bouncing off of people. Scott, there's no way Rayom knew he was up there, and that's just a tough break, You hate to say a racing incident really kind of, took out all these cars, but truly was a racing deal. And man, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be an admin on that one. That's tough. So pace truck set the pull off. Raid never sold. Apparently he's the best there is. Let's see what he's got here as we're back underway at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Raid and tippy-toeing on the outside right away, trying to build up that steam. And meanwhile, Dalton Tournier swings away on the bottom. Plenty of room. But man, just can't find the grip coming off, and you got to kind of settle. And that's not what you want. We're beating the heck out of each other one more time. We're going to get another caution flag. That's Scott Combe who gets the worst of it this time. Believe it may be kicked off ahead, though. Let's see. Have to go up top. So I saw Scott pop up. Okay, yeah, they're just checking up front. That's just a big stack up. 29 goes around. Yeah, so that's just literally a stack up. And that's another one, man, where who was it? I mean, Drake was honest as he could possibly be with us, saying, I told him, give me the truth. And he was, I think it's going to be on the outside. That's what happens when everybody's up on the outside and one guy makes a mistake. The whole train gets knocked off the tracks. And see, and there you go, William Watson. He just wrote in the chat, he's moving now, William. So is your teammate. He's up 7 spots. Right in front of you. You guys are on the move. Bachman up 8. You're up 6. Let's see here. What do I do with my damn vape? I may need this thing. Man. I'm telling you, 2 quick cautions. But this thing, when they get going, it's going to be all fireworks. Get that blood pressure medication handy as the green flag is high. We're going to watch some dirt flyer A-mains back underway. 2, almost 3 wide for the lead. Mike Brewer thought about sticking the nose in there, couldn't do it. We got a car around. We're going to have another caution flag here. As boy, oh boy. I didn't even realize Drake Berry, he must have got the penalty there for getting in the outside wall. So shame on me. That's good investigative journalism by me. Didn't even know or realize that he was kind of taken to the back. Let's keep our eye on this 21 machine. You see William. Couldn't tell if he got into the back of someone, got a little loose there, and then the 21, no time to check up, gets in the back of him. And just a tough racing incident there. I wouldn't think that's a penalty there for William. I mean, if a little slip-up's a penalty, I'm kind of surprised, going back to that other one. But unless, Drake maybe made some contact that I didn't see to start that wreck, I didn't really see anybody should get a penalty there either, but I ain't the man in charge. I'm just the one running my mouth here as the green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. We're back underway here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Battle on for third. William Watson trying to dig on the bottom. What can he do? Can't get it at the line. Still Johnstone tippy-toeing the outside. Definitely seems like that's where you want to be, is especially start to get momentum build up, and man, that outside so quick. And Mike Brewer coming back on his teammate, but we do have a peak for the lead. Tournier took a little dive on the bottom. Raiden, though, all the cookies upstairs, man. He is hungry. Absolutely eating it up top. We're not even halfway. Plenty of time for a little shake-up. Stuff to go down here as we continue to race 2-3 wide in the back. Boy, oh boy, the Bayou Bullet on the outside in that 44s. There's contact behind. Oh, hang on, fellas. Oh, man. I'm telling you, there are no F's given right now between those guys. I mean, they're acting like they don't have to race with each other every single week. And I don't know, I don't know if I'd want a bullseye painted on me here, but some guys may be disagreeing here. Is the yellow flag going to wave? Couldn't tell what happened there to the... Is that Groovy? It is. Couldn't tell if he just decided, he was done, or if he... Oh, no, he definitely didn't decide he was done. I think it was forced here. Let's go up top. Car slips up. I applaud the effort. What did Senna say? If there's a gap, you got to go for it. That was never going to happen, though. You saw that guy slip up, kind of get a little loose in the slick, go down, bounce off the guy, and you got to shoot for the gap, I guess. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I got a wrench on that car during the week if I'm going to shoot that gap. But that's iRacing sometimes. That's guys don't have to work on it all week, so they're not necessarily racing with the wallet. They're just trying to go collect checkered flags, and well, sometimes that can be the downfall, but can also lead to some amazing racing as we are back underway here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Eversole with a good jump here, easily in the lead, but battle on once again behind. We are 3 wide for second. Watson on the bottom, Jackstone, Tournier, Brewer gets run up in the outside wall. They're stacking up behind, and we're going to have another caution. Going to have to hand rewind this here, but we kind of saw it kick off. So let's go up top. You can see this will be where the stack up kind of starts. 21, I mean, he's clear at this point. I know Brewer probably doesn't want to give it up, but, he's clear. A little bump there. I'll give him one more bump, and that second bump may be what gets Brewer in trouble, and everybody knows I am a Brewer fan here, but, he was clear. I know people don't like getting parked on, but we've kind of seen the writing on the wall. You have to be upstairs. And that contact is what kind of sparked it for the rest of your field. But as of now, they're going to let Brewer go here. No handcuffs put on the man for the moment. And like I say, I better never affect the outcome of what the admins do. They aren't watching me. They're watching their own replays. But, I can just give my perspective on what I see, and I don't hide my relationships. I'm really good friends with the FTM guys. I call so many leagues that they're in, but it's sometimes you got to call a spade, and say no hard feelings towards anyone if I ever call you out, because the guys that have been on the racetrack with me know that I can't do what I'm telling you guys to do either. So, I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here. So they do let Brewer go here, and Pace Truck set the pull off. Eversole going to drop that hammer one more time. We are back underway here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Right away, like I say, you got to fight to get to that outside. He's able to do that. Oh, little stack up, and oh, Mike Brewer gonna go around. And I believe Tournier got in the outside wall, starts the stack up, and welcome to Lima Land, boys and girls. Go a little further back than that. We're just grabbing it when the admin's clicking the caution buttons here. So let's go ahead. Let's go up top, and we'll see if maybe he grabbed the front stretch wall. No, he just enters in a little high. And, I mean, it's a little bit of a wall tap. Brewer, I don't even know if Brewer even got into him. You know, he just checks up. Doesn't want to run him over when he indeed then gets run over. And Mike Brewer, you hate to see it there for the 390 machine, but oh, Dino, it was your fault. There you go. As the green flag set the wave, we are back underway here at the Lima Land Motorsports Park. Eversole gets right up to the top shelf here. Tournier with it's the best chance he's had. Big run off of 2. Throws the slide job and doesn't park it. Left him a lane. Tournier playing nice guy here. Most guys would have parked that. Jackson not giving William a lot of room. You can't when you're on the bottom. You got to make him work for it. Now I expect to see the 21 plop up in front. He does. Then we're going to stack up again. And really, I think there's 2 caution flags here. If we're going to be honest, I think the, yeah, this happened back towards the back. And I think, you know, Scott was done being the cushion here, was going to be the pin. After, you know, sometimes when you're the cushion, man, it starts to hurt after a while. And you'll see he'll take a stab here. It's a stab there. Scott probably thinks, hey, man, give me a little more room than that. Maybe doesn't know the 21's down there. But at that point, you know, he says, come on, brother. Come on, and continues to climb up the hill. Scott says, I'm not going anywhere. And that's just 2 guys, you know, who are just kind of, just maybe had enough. And like I say, tempers starting to flare here. Or I said they would flare. They've already flared, man. I think there's probably a lot of 4-letter words getting thrown around right now if I was to turn on the racing chat. But, you know, keep it off. Let me do the cursing if I see fit. But I think for the sake of egos here, you know, somebody may want to try to trim Eversole off the lead here, or else we could all be in for maybe one of the most unique win interviews we've ever heard. And I don't know if I mean unique in a good or bad way yet. You know, that is yet to be determined. As the pace truck pulls off, Eversole has been doing a great job of just doing restarts at different times. And, man, this time not as good of a jump as we've seen for the 00. I think Tournier may have a run again. 2 wide for the lead, 3 wide for third. Boy, oh boy, we are racing here at Lima Land. Where did Zachary Meitzner come from? You've got to be kidding me. Zachary Meitzner. He was involved in, I think, caution number 2. He started P3. He's back to P3. Meitzner on the move. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. We didn't know when. But the laundry is back here. Let's keep an eye out. On the 727, you're just going to see a big 7 there. Ooh, I think we see what's about to happen. Oh, no, we didn't. How did the 81 slow down there? Oh, okay. He slowed down just to get him a little later. Okay, there we go. He bluffed the hell out of me there because I'm telling you, you think, like, let's watch this from up top. You think, oh, okay, this is where the wreck's going to happen. Right here. Like, this is where it's going to happen. Clear as day. Like, oh, he's going to go and he's going to clean him out. He doesn't. He just wanted to line it up a little better, I think. And there, God, it almost hooked him all. It doesn't look good. Go back to line. Oh, boy. Tell you what, man, I told you guys I was cracking open a cold one. I should have had a beer. Holy Hannah, as we rolled the top through 3 and 4, it said single file the rest of the way, boys. We're back underway, Eversole with a good jump. Tournier looking on the bottom here, but now he won't have the steam build up for a slide job. Meanwhile, Meitzner back to the inside of William Watson. Bart likes the outside, but right now, got 2 cars in front of him. He may have to, there he goes. I was going to say he may have to snooker with the middle or the bottom here. He goes down there and tries it. William Watson, what can he find down there? Got the shovel out, starting to dig down low here. William Watson, side by side for P2. 13 laps to go here in Ohio. Side-by-side battle still for second. Tournier playing defense here. Not going to give him a lot of room, and I'm telling you, that's all nice and dandy. Till that 17, here he goes. Going to build up some steam. I'm telling you, you keep an eye out for a man who drove his way through the field through all these cautions. I mean, Meitzner, this is, betting window still open. I'm telling you, yeah, maybe 11 laps to go. Maybe go in there and put $5 on him to win 100 if it's still open. Because I'm telling you, the odds, they keep going up and up towards Meitzner every lap. Here he goes to the outside of Watson. Gonna cut a rug now, goes underneath, thinking about making it 3 wide. Didn't do it. Yellow flag gonna wave. Scott Rayome may have been one of the victims here of this caution flag. Let's see what happened to the 4. Yeah, the 111 just running a little bit of a cut down, and Scotty doesn't lift out of it here. And, you can't exactly blame him. I mean, you really don't see that car till probably right there, and he's kind of coming down as Scotty's just trying to roll, and then there, car on the inside. He's going to bounce off of him here, get up in the outside wall. And I imagine Scott Rayome, he is going to crack open a cold one and probably call it a night here. Good thing I did get a backup, you know what I mean? Should have 9 laps to go when we get the green flag. Here is 9 cautions so far. Let's see if we can make it through the rest here. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. William Watson brushes the outside wall. That allows Meitzner to pull ahead as he enters 3, but there's not enough room, I don't think, to fit in line. Meitzner gotta stay in the middle. Tournier goes to the bottom through 1 and 2, trying to pull under Eversole here. Raiden on the outside, absolute missile, hasn't came off the tracks. And man, he is just chug-a-lug on the outside. Meanwhile, Meitzner gets the move done for 3rd. Trying to get 1 more done. Can Zach Meitzner get up to P2 side by side at the line? Give it to Tournier. 5 laps to go. This time by as the drivers come off of turn 4. Battle heating up here, and no, never mind. Meitzner says, got a little bit of a slot, gotta fill it. Gotta fill that hole. That's exactly what he does. Gonna go up to the top shelf, gonna try to build up some steam, see if he can't battle again. Here comes the big slow Devin Hauer as he's thinking about making it 3 wide. Johnny Tucker on the inside, Jackson Johnstone right in front of him there in that pink machine. Johnny still leaves the middle open. 3 laps to go for Raiden Eversole, who is starting to get this thing into a rhythm here. Haven't had a long green flag run yet. This is pretty much it. And, man, with 2 laps to play, you got to think Raiden Eversole, he's probably going to bring this thing home, and we are going to be set for one of the more interesting interviews I've had as the white flag waves, 1 lap to play. Raiden Eversole started up front, and he is looking to finish their final time off of 4 checkered flag waves. Give it to Raiden Eversole, Dalton Tournier, and Zach Meitzner. Your top 3. William Watson and Steven Rayfield, your top 5. Let's see if we can't pull up the official results. And dude, this is perfect. So I used to just have 10. It doesn't want to read my code for this either, but 18 guys, 18 people listed. Can't read the last names, and either can I, because I don't have these guys memorized. But Devin Howard coming home 6th. Johnny Tucker, Jackson Johnstone, Drake Perry, Brett Groovy, Mike Brewer, Chris Thibodeau, Scott Combe, Bernie Bernhardt, Robert Callies, Devin Coyle, Scott Rayome, and Sam Bachman. Rounds out the A main. Gonna have to use that. The last run here will be if I zone out while talking to these guys, don't hate me, if they're driving around under caution. We'll try to keep hitting the refresh. But we're going to be watching the same last 9 laps over and over again here as we get ready to go ahead and pull these guys up. Go ahead and pull up Mr. Meitzner here. I'll tell you what, Zach, it couldn't have been a much... let's just call it what it is, a crappier start. But, man, you came out of nowhere and, man, brought this race to life here at the end. Do you think you had anything, if we could have stayed green longer?
Maybe. I feel that last caution kind of hurt because the top 4 were pulled away, and I feel like I was just faster than both Dalton and who was in third.
William.
At that point. William. I feel like I was faster than both of them at that point, but and plus we were all checked out. So maybe if they stays green, I can make a move on either of them. But I got back to a top 3 after getting involved in an instant, on like lap 5. So I'll take it. It's not a dub, but I'll take top 3 after going to the back.
Yeah, it's got to damn near feel like one, passing a lot of guys more than once here tonight through the field. And, well, other than that one caution, you kept this thing pretty clean for the most part. But, man, what was the big bugaboo tonight? It just seemed like, one guy would make a mistake on the outside, then the whole train would come off the rails. Was that kind of what it felt like in the race car?
Kinda. It also didn't help that people who were running the bottom were coming up so high that, it would almost, squeeze us into the wall. But yeah, if someone got into the wall on the top line, someone hits the brakes, next thing you know, it's just you got nowhere to go. Thankfully, when I got caught in one of those, I was able to just kind of sit there and not take much damage. I was able to avoid a lot of it, but yeah, I thought it was racy towards the end. The bottom and middle came back in 1 and 2. I noticed, but 3 and 4, it was just kind of stayed up top. But that's racing. It's Lima Land here, so
yeah. That's kind of what we all expect. But that makes it all the more impressive on a racetrack that at certain points wasn't the raciest. Somehow you still drove your way back up through the field, man. Hell of a drive. Congrats on the bottom step of the podium. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Midwest Sim Sports, Majula Say Speed Shop, KRE, Connor Colin for this nice wrap that he made for me, Jimmy Johns, my lovely girlfriend Emily, and yeah, that's all I got, man. Oh yeah, I'll give ODS a shout out for putting on this race, of course.
Well, hey, hell of a run, Zach. Hopefully we have you back again next week, man. Good luck the rest of the way.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Zach Meitzner bringing home P3, and now we're going to talk to the man in P2, Dalton Tournier. Have I been saying that right all season? Is that how we pronounce that last name?
Did you say Turnier?
I was saying Tour, but I can say Tournier. There we go.
Yeah, it's Turnier. Some like to call me Turqueer, but if you want to call me Tournier, it's better than Turqueer.
Well, hey, man, an eventful race. It seemed like, and, I mean, not to steal the thunder there from Zach, but you maybe agree. I mean, before that final caution flag, I mean, all three of you guys were under the blanket. It looked like, anybody could have brought that thing home, but that final caution flag just didn't seem like that was what you needed. It kind of reset Raiden and just kind of let him pull away from you guys. Do you think you had a shot if that final caution didn't come out?
I don't know, man. He's been practicing there all week. He's been waiting for this ever since he's seen it come up on the schedule, and pretty sure he pulled a couple all-nighters practicing. And once he won that heat race, you knew he was going to be good, and there just really wasn't nothing much you can do. I mean, we got close there a couple of times, tried some different lines, but he was just so good on the top. I don't really think, had that caution not come out, I think he was still going to walk away with it because that's just how good he is.
It seemed like, I want to say you tried it for 2 restarts and then, you ended up going single file after that. They put the handcuffs on you guys. But did you think, whenever you were rolling that top through 1 and 2 on the restarts, I mean, I saw you throw that slider twice. Do you think it was going to work? I mean, boy, oh boy, that first time, you're a lot nicer than me, brother. I would have probably parked that on him. When you go back and look at that, you'll see you were clear for a little bit. But, man, what did it feel like in the car?
I mean, it felt good, before they cuffed us up and put a single file. I mean, when we ran that top, them first few double file restarts on the track was still relatively not slick, and it had a little bit of grip no matter where you were at. He kind of got me there on them restarts. And then once we got going there towards the end, when people were just being silly there in the back, I feel like if I would have committed a little bit harder to one of those sliders, like if he wasn't as good of a buddy of mine as he is, I probably would have thrown it. But I mean, we were just kind of in it there for the team effort, him, me, and Zach. So to take the podium like that for Carey is pretty cool. But I wish I would have thrown one. I've never really won a league race here, and I don't think he has either before tonight. But if I could have redone it, I probably would have just kept uncommitting like I did.
God, I suck so bad. How did I just notice you guys all have the KRE logo? Damn it.
Yep.
Man.
We are Copenhagen Racing Enterprises, top 3 for KRE, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say so, too. I mean, were you guys all hanging out in the Discord? Did you get to hear Zach's experience going to the back and then coming back towards the front?
No, he's a tall little leprechaun, so I'm sure he wasn't too happy. He was probably throwing shit all across his room, but he's just a little tall redhead. He's got a little temper issue. So, I mean, see him come up from the front and keep his composure like that without wrecking anybody, unlike some did in that field and they got sent to the back. I mean, he's a good driver. He's been on iRacing longer than any of us have, so he definitely knows his way around Lima Land for sure.
Man, I'm gonna have fun with knowing that he's a ginger now. I really appreciate that information.
I'm totally not also a ginger.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, we'll pretend you're not. Since you said it.
I like the way you're thinking. That's a good way to look at it.
Hey, hell of a run, man. 1, 2, 3 for the boys at KRE. You get the middle step. You got anybody else you want to thank on a big run?
I mean, Diff 6 chassis kept us quick all night. We brought the 12 haulers of KRE cars in, so we definitely filled up the pit. And then the UV Blue crew for putting the right amount of fuel in the car.
Well, hey, hell of a run, brother. Hopefully we get you back next week, man. Way to put on a show tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Dalton Tournier brings home P2, and with that, the top KRE driver tonight, Raiden Eversole. Well, I mean, you could have let somebody lead one lap, brother. I mean, that had to get a little boring, didn't it? I mean, you were on rails all night, man. I don't think I saw one mistake out of you. How'd the car feel?
Well, the car felt amazing, but there's no chance of letting somebody else win because they're let me lead the race because they was all competitive. Like the whole top 4 is just whole competitive the whole time, and so just make them one mistake, it would have ruined our night. And if we would have let Dalton, he's a great racer. If we would have let him pass, he'd have probably won it because it's hard to get around him as well.
No, it wasn't really, it's not a mistake. That's what I said. You didn't make any mistakes. But,
Yes.
With about 2 restarts to go, he throws that slide job on you. And it looked like from the view I was in, He could have maybe went up there and parked it on you. Were you nervous at all, when you were rolling through 3 and 4 there? I mean, he ended up leaving you the lane, but boy, oh boy, man, it looked close as hell from up here.
Well, from up there, it might have looked all right, but from where we was at, didn't look too bad. He wouldn't want the fight at the end of the night if he would have wrecked me. So.
Well, Raiden, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't get much more dominant than that, man. You go out there and lead all 40 laps. I know there was lots of trouble behind, but man, when you got the long green flag runs, you were able to show him who was boss. You were pulling away. Nobody really in the same ballpark as you tonight. Congrats on the big win. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank all my sponsors like KRE, of course. It's the car that we run, and that's a very dominant car. Rebels Gravels Roads. J-Dub's Graphics, if you need any nice graphics, he's very cheap to go to. He is one of the best graphics designers. Gumback's Bookstore, if you want any good and quality books and learn how to drive like me, you can go buy some racing books there. Or Miles Meat Shack, he supplies all of our goodies in the back, like all of our cheeseburgers and all that. That's had a couple of them before the race. Box State tampons, I've used one of those before. And Brandon's Sassy Sauce, you get pretty sassy at the end of the night with his sauce, man. And I just want to thank all them. And I just want to sing the Star Spangled Banner for everybody. Just a couple lines. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proud we held at the twilight.
Hopefully he don't quit his day job. He can't hear me saying this. But
that's my favorite line in it, the Star Spangled Banners. And I want to be blessed to race all these drivers out here, and I am the best, if you cannot tell. First night out, just really swept the night. And my sister, Robert Eversole, he's just totally trash. Like, I don't know how to explain. Came out here first night. He's been racing for probably about 2 nights with you guys so far, and see, I came out here first night and I won the night, and I'm the real Div 6 champion. And if you really want to name me, just call me the Bookmaster.
Well, I appreciate. Sorry, I had to hit the vape pen after that. I appreciate a good laughing interview every now and then, and hopefully you come back and keep defending this. But do me a favor, leave the singing to your sister. Maybe we let your sister do the singing from now on.
I'm the best singer, if you cannot tell. Like we can sing together if you really want to. What song you gonna sing?
We're not going to sing any. I'm going to tell my wife she can get out of the bedroom, and I'm shutting this thing down for the night. So you behave yourself, and hopefully we get you back soon.
Yep, I'll probably be back soon. You have a great rest of your night and stay safe, brother.
You know what? Yeah, Tyler, I don't know what just happened. Man, my mind's blown. I guess I say, thank you for tuning in now, and we'll be back next Tuesday at 9:00 Eastern. All right, I got to go think about this for a little bit. I'm chatting with ShaggyTV saying, so long. Have a good one.